Then they said to Moses, "Because there were no graves in Egypt, have you taken us away to die in the wilderness? Why have you so dealt with us, to bring us up out of Egypt? Is this not what we said to you in Egypt, saying, 'Let us alone, that we may serve the Egyptians'? For it would have been better for us to serve the Egyptians than that we should die in the wilderness." Exodus 14, verse 11 and 12. The first crisis at the Red Sea brought the first wave of complaints, and every subsequent crisis brought renewed complaints. It mattered not what the problem was: Egyptians, lack of water, lack of food, delay. The people always heaped their blame on their two best friends, God and Moses. What is our first response in the face of crisis? Is it to turn to God and place our cares in His capable hands, trusting that God will make a way out of no way and work all things out for our good? Or do we cast blame upon God, saying that if He were there, none of this would have happened? What kind of loving and powerful God allows this to happen? Or just simply ask the single-worded question that holds much more weight and emotion than any other: why? All throughout Scripture, we see people in crisis and how they question God, cry out to Him, seek His face, express their doubts, and air out their frustrations to God. This is not a problem. God can take it. As a matter of fact, He welcomes it. But what the Israelites were doing in this wilderness was not that. They were mocking God. They were rejecting God. They were saying that it is better to be a slave under the Pharaoh than to be free and serve God. In the face of crisis, they were quick to abandon God and return to their comfort zone, back to what they were used to, what maybe worked in the past, what was easier and more convenient. Or as the old saying goes, better the devil that you know. Maybe we aren't too far from the Israelites, but perhaps we can learn something from them. The same God that set the slaves free, the same God that allowed them to cross the Red Sea, the same God that was with them and sustained them continually, can this same God not get them through this crisis as well? Perhaps instead of questioning the power, the presence, or the love of God, we are better off fortifying our faith in Him by remembering all the times He had demonstrated His power, His presence, and His love. It has been said, mishaps are like knives, which either cut us or serve us depending on whether we grasp them by the blade or by the handle. Have we learned how to face the crises of life? And as always, think on these things.